Yo, what's going on YouTube? My name is Donnie Lamb and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about 5 Derrick Henry rookie cards under $50 that I think are a very good long-term investment potential. The first card is a little over the borderline of $50, but I think it's just a very popular card that needs to be mentioned. So this is, if your budget's a little bit more than $50, this card might be something that you want to think about getting. But the first card we're going to talk about, 2016 Panini Prism rookie card. Now there's a lot of parallels, a lot of refractors slash hollows that have been selling. Not a lot of just the base cards. So the base card seems like it's kind of hard to find. And you can see like the typical selling price for this is between probably $55 to $65. Of course, when you start getting like the serial numbered parallels out of like the 99, out of 50, out of that, obviously that's going to be more expensive because those are limited. There's a good amount of parallels in these sets that aren't numbered. Panini doesn't tell you that. I think there's like a mathematical calculation you have to figure out to establish like a range. So for example, this green parallel, not sure how many are made of this parallel. The red, white, and blue, same thing. All you really need to know is the ones to go after are usually going to be the base and then the base refractor slash hollow slash silver, the one with a little rainbow tint to it. There's different kinds of words for it. I'll use holographic from this point forward just because that's the term I've always called them. So a lot of the ones that are selling right now are his base hollows. This one was 65, also was in a PSA 8 case. So, I mean, his is looking between 55 and 65. Prism is kind of like the staple in Panini's brand. So I definitely want to include this card, even though it was a little bit out of the price range we wanted. Number 4 card is in Panini Select. And Select has 3 different variations of the base card. This one that we're going to talk about is the Premier base card. Some of the listings will like say ball in left hand, ball in right hand to kind of tell the difference between them. Another way to tell, the Premier has this little border, kind of like a shield almost around the player. That's one way to tell what variation the base card is. These are selling for very low. Probably between 15 to 25 bucks, even lower for this one. This one sold for $11.50. This is definitely a cheap card, and Select is kind of like the brand behind Optic, which is behind Prism. Select has been known as Panini's like third go-to brand as far as like the chrome, the shine, that kind of a thing. From what I've seen as far as prices go, Select is very undervalued, and there's a couple like forums and stuff saying that Select is probably going to be one of those brands to start stepping up the product and becoming more valuable, kind of like what Prism is. I think it's definitely a good card to invest in just because of how cheap it is. I've actually got a couple on the way coming to me probably within the next couple of weeks. So I'm excited to get that in the mail. Next 2 actually are going to be still in the Select. Now these will be the other 2 variations of the base cards. This next one is Field Level. I believe Field Level is a little bit more expensive than the other 2. The prices kind of show that. These are just out of the $50 range, but a lot of people have been snagging them up for less, 21, 19. So another rookie card I think is definitely worth investing in. This one you can kind of tell what version it is because of the border. Like I said, the other one looked like the shield. The field view is just kind of like a rectangle with some triangles on the side. That's its like little border. Definitely, I think, worth the investment at the prices that it's selling for. The third base card or variant of the Select base is the Concourse. Now, Concourse you can kind of tell because it's the only version or variation of him in a full dark blue uniform. So that's one way to tell what variation it is. And the border is a little bit different than the other 2, but this one's selling for pretty cheap as well. 25, 10, 20, 25. And obviously these do have hollows and stuff. I'm not looking at the hollows. I'm just looking more at the base cards because the base cards are going to be the cheapest for the most part. Hollows, refractors, that kind of a thing is going to add to the price. So a hollow of this card's probably going for, I would say, double, like 50, maybe 40 if you can find it from the right listing. But I think Select is definitely a good looking card. From the prices, I think it's undervalued. I would invest in all 3 of these Select cards, while prices are still low. The final card we're going to talk about is one that I've already got a couple of copies of, and it's the Optic rated rookie. Now, the rated rookies are kind of, I feel like Optic's go-to. I think his Optic rookie cards are very, very undervalued. Base cards are about 20. Here's a hollow, got bid up to 58, so just out of the $50 range. Another hollow was 29. So even his hollows are selling for under 50, which are kind of like what you want to get. If you can find a hollow under $40-$50, I would definitely jump on it. I haven't been so lucky yet, otherwise I would have. Someone picked up a lot of 4 for 25. You're paying, you know, like $6 a card. Not too bad. That's actually a really good deal in my opinion. And then he does have some parallels. The red and yellow, not one that's serialed, so not sure of the quantity made. Aqua of $2.99 was 56, and that's a hollow. That's actually probably a really good deal. Now, the one thing I will say with Optic, if getting into the rated rookie card is an option for you, if that's a card that you want to go after for the Optic, make sure that on the top left of the card there is an O and it says Optic Don Russ. That's important because the original card will show just Don Russ. These can be valuable if you get them graded and they come back high enough with like a 9 or a 10. You can easily make a very good profit from what PSA's website is saying what they sold for. Just make sure that you're investing in the Optic rated rookie, not the Don Russ rated rookie, unless you want to just pile up on the Don Russ and have quantity over quality. That's up to you. If you decide to make an investment in these cards, this is just something that I've been looking at. I'm not saying go do it. I'm not a financial advisor to tell you what to do with your money. Just whatever you do, just make sure you're doing it responsibly. These are just cards that I have been looking into. I've invested in a couple of them. I'm waiting to see if I can find some other listings on eBay, whether they have a listing where there's very few bidders and the price is low, or if there's a buy now or best offer that's pretty low. These are 5 cards that I really think will hold their value and increase within the years to come. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring the bell to be notified when all of my videos get posted live. Also, make sure to give the video a thumbs up. And until next video, guys, take care and we'll see you soon.